How do you go from zero experience to flying for one of the world's largest airlines? Let's find out as we go behind the scenes at ATP. Today, I'm here at American Airlines headquarters in Dallas, Texas, to learn about the pathway ATP students have to a career at American. How does ATP work with American Airlines to help students become pilots?
ATP pilots and graduates have been advancing to American Airlines for decades. As far as a more formalized partnership, ATP is partnered with all three of American's wholly owned regional carriers, Envoy, Piedmont, and PSA, via their respective cadet programs. We are also a proud flight school partner for the American Airlines Cadet Academy, where an acceptee will receive a conditional job offer for one of American's wholly owned regionals and then complete flight training.
What do students get from being a part of those programs?
Pilots benefit from mentorship and professional development, some financial benefits and bonuses, flight benefits, as well as a conditional job offer to fly for American's regional carriers, Envoy, Piedmont, or PSA. And what's exciting about that is that those three airlines participate in a contractual flow-through to American, meaning a successful cadet interview could be the first and only interview that pilot completes.
Let's meet with American to learn more about the American Airlines Cadet Academy at ATP. What is the American Airlines Cadet Academy, and how does it help students land a career at American?
So the American Airlines Cadet Academy is the pilot pathway for aspiring aviators to American. It goes from day one of flight training all the way up as a continuous flow and guaranteed path to American Airlines mainline.
Why has American Airlines chosen ATP as a partner?
American chooses their flight schools very carefully with looking at the excellence in the pilot training that they have, the history of quality and safety, and then that our missions align with what we are looking for in the academy. ATP has been a long-standing partner through our wholly owned regional cadet programs, and now we're bringing the opportunity back to day one of pilot training. So not only can we look at the flight training experience, bringing the technical skill sets, but also allowing the education and exposure of American Airlines Group to be included within that pathway.
Let's speak to Natalie, an ATP graduate who has achieved her dream of flying for American. Where did your journey to American Airlines start?
I didn't meet the age requirements to commission as a pilot in the Air Force, so I started looking at civilian options, and that's when I found ATP Flight School. They had a fast-track program, and that would allow me to switch careers rather quickly and get started as a pilot. I started at the regional airlines at Envoy Air, and then eventually interviewed for American, and I've been here since. It's my dream job.
What at ATP prepared you the most for a career as an airline pilot?
It was a really efficient training program with a lot of knowledge coming at you rather quickly, but it was a good mix of ground school, simulator training, and actual flight experience, and required a lot of self-study and discipline, which is really what you need in an airline training program as well.
What advice do you have for aspiring pilots following in your path?
If you want to become a pilot, you should go for it. This is a great time to get into the aviation industry, and there's a lot of programs and opportunities out there, such as the American Airlines Cadet Program. ATP Flight School could be a good option if you're really wanting to get to the airlines quickly like I did.
The path to American is one of many at ATP. Join me on another episode as we go behind the scenes at ATP.